Howdy, y'all. Kevin here. I'm going to get my cigar lit the rest of the way. Starting to go out. This is a Gurka Ghost. I think we've seen these before. So it's easy to say that I would do this again. All right. My son decided I needed some more Stillhouse. This is Stillhouse Black Bourbon. I like that lid a lot better than the ones that are in there. Oh, we'll drink a little of that tonight. All right, let's get this out of the way. By the way, here's a cigar band from that Ghost. I don't know what I want to talk about or how I want to phrase this tonight. Kind of falls under the oppression kind of category. And I was reading some articles online today while I was decompressing a little bit. Which is the worst way to decompress, by the way, because it gets my blood pressure up. But anyhow, basically, oppression used to be oppression. You know, somebody got drug out in the middle of the night and got oppressed. And I do mean oppressed. And it wasn't just slavery kind of stuff. It was shanghaied into service aboard a ship, or drug out and forced into slave labor, or drug out and forced into military service, or many things over the course of history. Right now, we only focus on slavery because apparently that was the only actual oppression. Apparently. But oppression used to be actual oppression. Now, it seems to be, I'm oppressing you if I disagree with you. So, I don't understand how humans became as thin-skinned as they are. So, oh my God, he doesn't agree with me. That means I'm oppressed. He's prejudiced against me. Oh my God. No, it just means nobody agrees with you, or somebody doesn't agree with you, or I don't agree with you. Doesn't mean you're oppressed. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Because apparently you disagree with us, or me, or somebody. You're not oppressing us. They're just disagreeing. I'll be honest with you. You're not oppressed. You're not oppressed at all. If you can jump out and yell and scream and holler and run your mouth and nothing happens to you, then you're in no way, shape, or form oppressed. I like to go back to the context of the Revolutionary War because that's where we all began, really. And even though my family was in the colonies before it was the United States, before it thought about becoming the United States, I've traced it back to 1698 or 1699 is when my particular family came over here. In fact, there were a lot of folks that weren't here when we got here that are claiming all those things that their family were, like a lot of slave reparations. I'm reading about this stuff. A lot of these folks aren't even going to have to prove that their family was here during slavery. So, I don't understand how that is. When am I going to get some reparations? Because my family was actually here during the Revolutionary War. We lost family in the Revolutionary War. My great, probably 4 or 5 times great, grandpa, William Baxter, he served in one of the Massachusetts regiments. I don't remember which one right off the top of my head. But he ended up making it through the Revolutionary War and getting the Revolutionary War pension, of about $3 a month. And no land grants or anything like that, like a lot of folks got, or any of those kind of things. So, hey, we were oppressed. We didn't get all that stuff. When are we going to get reparations? Families of Revolutionary War soldiers. When are we going to get reparations? I was reading an article about about what we're calling slave reparations, and apparently California has taken the lead on this thing. And some of the numbers I read are ridiculous. They don't look like, it doesn't look like it's a proposal above in front of the legislature yet. It just looked like somebody's proposing it. But we're talking $5 million a person reparations. What the hell? That's a lot of money. $5 million. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff they were proposing. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not 100% opposed to things that are being brought up. But it's one of those, shouldn't you at least have a dog in the hunt? By that, I mean, if you're getting slavery reparations, shouldn't you have to prove your family was here during the slave times as a slave? Shouldn't you have to prove that? I mean, hell, every time I do anything through a military service, even though I have a military retired ID card, I have to prove that it's me. I have to prove that that's a valid card. I have to prove all of that stuff. And hell, I was just in the military in 95. We're not talking about 140 years ago. We're not talking about that. So, I'm just saying, shouldn't there be some kind of burden of proof if we're going to do all this stuff? I mean, heck, if you've never been oppressed, why should we treat you like you were? And by the way, if you personally, and I'm talking about everybody here, me, you, everybody else, if you personally were oppressed, that's fine. If 10 generations ago somebody in your family was oppressed, that ain't got nothing to do with you. And no, I don't want Revolutionary War soldiers' reparations. It's just an example. Oh, God, I think this was going to get me in trouble. And this could very well be the last Cigar and Whiskey Talk that's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure, with some of the messages and stuff I've been getting lately, that I'm going to move these to Patreon. How the hell you say it? Anyhow, the Salty Dog Vlog's already over there. With all that being said, I'm out. Thanks for your views. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. It's all good. I'm not oppressing you. You're not oppressing me by not agreeing with me. I just think we've got too soft. Too soft. Anyway, thanks for your views. Thanks for your support. Support the channel by some of the links in the description box. We had a great class this last weekend. If you get a chance to sign up for a future folk skills, I would definitely do it because we had a great time. We made some great projects. Did a whole bunch of cool stuff. So, any other class, sign up. Follow the link in my description box to my gear page, to my suggested gear page for Self-Reliance Outfitters, and then go under the training tab and look at all the classes we got coming up. See if there's anything in there you like. Talk to you later. See you in the woods.